Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a remonstrance. Colleagues, yesterday's vote on the K-12 budget was very difficult for many of us, no matter if you voted yes or no. And all members of this body want to provide stable funding and adequate funding for our schools. And one thing's clear, we can't provide more money for our schools as long as many Oregonians continue to be out of work. More jobs mean more revenue for education and other essential services that we all as Oregonians depend on. And colleagues, as I mentioned, yesterday's vote was very difficult. And the vote wasn't made any easier by the special interest groups that spent thousands of dollars on television ads and phone calls intended to influence our decision. It's unfortunate that these same special interest groups haven't offered any solutions that would help create more jobs and improve our very fragile economy. This session, many of us have offered solutions that would create an environment where our private sector businesses can succeed, and many of these solutions died with last Friday's deadline. One of these solutions is House Bill 3217, my bill to reform Measure 67 with a fair, simple, and competitive corporate minimum tax. I'm sure many of you have been informed about the negative impacts of Measure 67, of the gross receipts tax element of it. Many business owners in my district have told me that Measure 67 disproportionately hurts smaller Oregon-based businesses and hurts our high-volume, low-gross profit industries. When a business is earning no profit and is faced with a higher tax bill, they will cancel or delay new hires or even lay off workers to pay the tax. I heard it said that the gross receipts tax was to make sure that business pays its fair share regardless of profitability. Business pays. They pay real property taxes, personal property taxes, payroll taxes, insurance tax hidden in their premiums, excise taxes, gas taxes, motor carrier taxes, public transportation taxes, utility taxes, permits, business licenses and fees, and on and on and on, regardless of profitability, for the mere privilege of being in operation in the state of Oregon. For income taxes, House Bill 3217 would have replaced the gross receipts tax with a uniform corporate minimum tax of $150. House Bill 3217 would have provided a simple and fair corporate minimum tax. It would have improved our business environment, create jobs, and accelerate our economic recovery. And while we were told that money was needed to come out of private sector from the very hands of our job creators because the state needed the money to provide essential services, we find out that as of 1/31/2011, just shy of 4,200 full-time equivalents in our state government, while funded, were unfilled. We took away money for jobs in the private sector to fund jobs in government that were not even filled. Colleagues, we don't need to relive the tax wars of 2009 and 10, but we do need to identify and eliminate obstacles to private sector job growth and job creation.